Hello, welcome to Movie Chain. Let's talk about the story of Ip Man fighting the Japanese evil. Mr. Ip was born with a silver spoon, which means he came from a rich family. He learned Kung Fu since childhood and people recognized him as the strongest fighter. He spent his time training and being with his family. He lives at the center of Southern Chinese Kung Fu. People advocate Kung Fu passionately. There are many fractions and different styles of Kung Fu. This place is also known as the Holy Land of Martial Arts. Even though Ip Man maintains a low profile, somehow it attracts Kung Fu challengers. One day, a third-tier master called Mr. Shot Dead by Gun challenged him. Ip Man easily beat the shit out of him. Another day, Mr. Weak Kung Fu Guy challenged him. As usual, Ip Man wins, and these fights usually take place at night behind closed doors. Ip Man is a modest guy with good temper. Victory does not mean arrogance. As a result, Kung Fu practitioners admire him and enjoy watching him fight. However, Ip Man's wife is not too happy about the situation. She feels that he's not spending enough time to his family. She wishes him to spend quality time with his son. So, Ip Man refuses the other challengers. Since then, he stays out of trouble. Surprise, surprise! An arrogant guy shows up and challenges the schools nearby. Arrogant guy is from somewhere else and he beats multiple kung fu masters of different styles. They're injured seriously. Someone told the arrogant guy that Ip Man is the strongest. The arrogant guy wanted to prove that he is the best, so he goes to Ip Man's home and asks for a fight. People watch them fight and expect a good show. Even the local police chief is here to maintain order, and even admirers ask Ip Man to kick his ass as he insulted many kung fu masters. Ip Man must fight for glory. If he wins, the Holy Land of martial art can be proud again. But Ip Man refuses the fight. Arrogant guy starts to threaten Ip Man's wife that got her angry and agrees to let them fight. So let the fight begins. After an exciting fight, Ip Man defeats Arrogant Guy and beats him with a duster stick. Arrogant Guy admits that Ip Man is better than him. He accepts defeat and leaves with embarrassment. Since then, Ip Man gets famous. People respect him, he gets a lot of gifts. Many people want him to teach, but he feels no need to teach Kung Fu for a living as he is rich. All of a sudden, World War. The Japanese evil starts a large-scale invasion. Many Chinese lost their home. Ip Man hides in a small house with its wife and son. They escape from the mansion with valuables. They find it hard to survive, but at least the family stays together. The local police chief now works as a Chinese-Japanese translator. The Japanese evil army let the Chinese people fight with Japanese soldiers, and the winner gets a bag of rice. Many Chinese came to fight due to hunger. The Japanese general who knows karate really loves martial arts. He wants to prove that karate is better than Southern Chinese Kung Fu. He joins by fighting 3 Chinese. Mr. Weak Kung Fu Guy is beaten to death as the general thought he was too annoying. On the next day, Ip Man realized that Mr. Weak Kung Fu Guy is missing, so he goes to watch the fight. He wants to find out what the hell happened. Mr. Shot Dead by Gun wins the fight. He was supposed to take a bag of rice and leave, but on that day he wants to take more rice. He asks to fight with 3 soldiers at the same time. He is beaten very badly. He must surrender. At the end of the fight, he picks up 1 bag of rice that he originally won. But Mr. Gun said, "You don't deserve to take anything if you lose." Mr. Gun shots him to death. Ip Man wants revenge and asks the local police chief to translate, "I shall fight 10 people." The general likes his arrogance and agrees to have 10 soldiers fight Ip Man. Within a few minutes, Ip Man kicks the soldiers' asses. After winning the fight, Ip Man refuses 10 bags of rice. He picks up only one bag of rice. That one bag belongs to Mr. Shot Dead by Gun. The general admires his talent and does not bother him, so long as he come back and fight again. Ip Man gives one bag of rice to his wife. The arrogant guy is now abandoned. He robs a truck, comes to the cotton factory, and threatens the boss for money. The boss compromises as they cannot fight, but then the boss asks Ip Man for help as a friend. Ip Man agrees to help to be a defender of the factory as a kung fu teacher. On the other hand, the general is still waiting for Ip Man to come. Mr. Gun tries to find Ip Man. He is accompanied by the local police chief to Ip Man's home. Mr. Gun sees Ip Man's beautiful wife and tries to rape her. Ip Man then knocks two Japanese soldiers out unconsciously. Mr. Gun runs back to the army. The general is pissed off. Ip Man is considered as a rebel by the Japanese. They want to arrest Ip Man, and the general orders a city-wide search. Surprise, surprise! The arrogant guy comes to the cotton factory again to ask for money, but then the cotton workers resist because they know kung fu now. They have a big fight. Ip Man comes to fight the arrogant guy. Arrogant guy is defeated by Ip Man again. Ip Man uses a long staff to spank the right ear of the arrogant guy, so he leaves. The Japanese evil keeps searching for Ip Man. They know that Ip Man is affiliated with the cotton factory, so they raid the factory. Ip Man is forced to show up. The general wants Ip Man to be a kung fu teacher for the soldiers, but instead of teaching, Ip Man challenged the general to a battle. The general is confident to win and agrees. He wants to defeat Ip Man in public and humiliate the Chinese. Even Mr. Gun threatens Ip Man with his gun. He tells Ip Man to give up the match or die. Ip Man's wife comes to seize the match too. Let's watch the fight. Ip Man beats the general easily. Mr. Gun wants the Chinese to be obedient. He believes that the Chinese cannot be stronger than the Japanese. He picks up a gun and points at Ip Man. Local police chief pushes Mr. Gun and bravely saves Ip Man's life. This is how the protest starts, and during the chaos, Ip Man escapes with gunshot wound. He and his family flee to Hong Kong with the help of his friend who has wealth and power that keep them safe. The movie's take-home message is that a hero does not need to prove his power. At the right time, kung fu heroes simply fight for justice. Thank you.